New York is not just the city that never sleeps, it's also where the money never stops flowing. Around 340 millionaires live here. In other words, 1 in every 25 residents has more than $1 million in their account. And among them are 58 billionaires, as well as more than 700 centimillionaires, people with fortunes in excess of $100 million. It's the largest stronghold of rich people on the planet, and this group supports an entire tailor-made city. Yachts, absurd penthouses, restaurants that look like museums, and stores where a watch is worth more than a car. Today, Bello Mundo takes you inside the New York of the super rich, the side of the Big Apple that almost nobody sees. Number 1. Neighborhoods of the super rich in New York. Let's start with the address. Where exactly do New York's billionaires live? These fortunes are concentrated in legendary neighborhoods where luxury is the starting point. The Upper East Side is home to historic mansions and classic penthouses with direct views of Central Park. The same scene you've seen in countless movies and series, where the elite have breakfast in museum-like rooms. Streets like Fifth Avenue and Park Avenue are home to true masterpieces of residential architecture. Some townhouses are worth tens of millions of dollars. Now, going down to Tribeca, in the south of Manhattan, the scene changes a little. Here, the old merges with the new. Industrial warehouses have been transformed into giant lofts with soaring ceilings, private elevators, and floor-to-ceiling windows. This is where celebrities, tycoons, and investors share space, literally, in the same elevator. Another highlight is the futuristic Hudson Yards on the West Side. Residential skyscrapers have sprung up there that are more like exclusive clubs. Spa, Olympic-sized swimming pool, 5-star hotel gym, movie theater, bar with panoramic views, all inside the building itself. A penthouse there can exceed $50 million. But nothing compares to the famous Billionaires Row, a stretch of 57th Street next to Central Park, where towers such as the Central Park Tower and number 432 Park Avenue stand. Very tall, very fine, very expensive buildings. One of the apartments in this area sold for $238 million. Yes, a single unit. In New York, luxury starts with the ZIP code, and if you have to ask how much it costs, it's probably because you can't afford it. Number 2. Luxury hotels and absurd suites. When they're not at home, New York's wealthiest can stay in the world's most luxurious hotels and burn a fortune a night. You know that break from routine? Yeah, it's kind of like that here. The city has some of the most expensive hotels in the world, and we're talking unbelievably high prices. The penthouse of the Mark Hotel on the Upper East Side, for example, charges around $75,000 for a single night. That's right, the price of a luxury car for 24 hours. But what comes with it? A space of more than 12,000 square feet, or more than 1,100 square meters, with 5 bedrooms, 6 marble bathrooms, a 2-story living room with cinema ceilings, a library, and a terrace of more than 200 square meters overlooking the whole of Manhattan. If that's not enough, the Four Seasons New York offers the legendary Ty Warner penthouse, and the daily rate, my friends, can vary between $50,000 and $80,000. In this case, guests are entitled to a chauffeur-driven Rolls-Royce, a private spa in the suite, and personalized service 24 hours a day. God, you can see that in these ultra-luxury hotels, everything is thought of so that absolutely nothing is missing, right? Here you'll have an exclusive butler, French champagne, Iranian caviar, and total privacy. Number 3. ultra gastronomy. Being a millionaire here also means turning dinner into an experience that goes far beyond the food. It's status on the plate, literally. Want an extreme example? Masa Restaurant, located in Columbus Circle, is considered the most expensive in the United States. A sushi tasting menu, known as omakase, costs between $750 and $950 per person, and that's before including drink and tip. That's easily $1,000 a head to enjoy sushi personally made by chef Masa Takayama at an intimate counter with just 8 seats. And there's no point in booking at the last minute. It's always packed. Magnates, celebrities, and investors vie for space in this gastronomic temple, which has 3 Michelin stars. Another elite classic is 11 Madison Park, also with 3 stars. The tasting menu there costs around $335 per person and is now completely vegan, which hasn't stopped it from remaining one of the most sought after in the city. Restaurants like Per Se and Le Bernardin also follow the same pattern: multi-course dinners, high prices, and waiting lists that require patience or good contacts. But not everything happens in halls open to the public. Many millionaires prefer to bring haute cuisine into their homes, and they do this by hiring private chefs who prepare exclusive dinners in their luxurious penthouses, complete with white truffle brunches, themed dinners, and personalized menus. Number 4. Private clubs and total exclusivity. After a millionaire's dinner, there's no need to face crowded clubs or queues at the door. New York's elite have their own social circuit, the most exclusive private clubs in the world. One of the hottest at the moment is Casa Cipriani, housed in a historic building in the Battery area facing the East River. To get in, you have to be a member or a guest of one. The annual fee can be around $4,000. Inside, the atmosphere is from another era: 1920s style sophistication, live jazz, a refined restaurant, and celebrities circulating as if they were in their living room. Another even more restricted address is the Core Club, located in Midtown. Here, exclusivity reaches another level. The membership fee can vary between $15,000 and $100,000 just to get in, and the annual fee easily exceeds $15,000. What do you get in return? A private space in the heart of Fifth Avenue with a structure designed for a billionaire. Exclusive living rooms, art galleries, a starred restaurant, a wine bar with very rare labels, and wellness services, including a spa, skincare of the highest standard, and even personalized advice. Selection is strict. The waiting lists are long, and the approval committees won't accept just anyone. Having money isn't enough. You need influence, prestige, or a respected name in your field. Other hotspots include Zero Bond in the NoHo neighborhood, a favorite of younger celebrities and even the mayor, and the brand new Amen Club, linked to the Amen Hotel, which requires $200,000 just to join. In all of them, one rule is sacred: absolute privacy. No photos, no stories. What happens in the club stays in the club, and that's exactly what the members are looking for: a space where they can relax, close deals, or simply socialize among equals over a $30 cocktail without being disturbed. These clubs are, in practice, the salons of the modern aristocracy. Only those with a key get in, and in this case, the key costs a lot more than prestige. It costs several digits. Number 5. Luxury shopping and personal shoppers. New York is a real shopping playground for those with high-digit bank accounts, and millionaires don't just enjoy it. They turn shopping into a tailor-made luxury experience. Fifth Avenue is the epicenter of this extravagance. Stores by Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Chanel, Hermès, Tiffany and Company, and many others form a corridor where every window is an invitation to exaggeration. For those who just look, it's impressive. But for the elite, these boutiques practically become an extension of the closet. Many of them schedule appointments outside of working hours, guaranteeing shopping sessions when the store is closed just for them. It works like this: glasses of champagne, exclusive service, and jewels worth hundreds of thousands of dollars being presented as if they were candies on a counter. Some jewelry stores, such as Harry Winston and Cartier, have hidden VIP rooms where very special clients choose diamonds away from prying eyes. There, luxury meets absolute secrecy. Outside the traditional circuit, the wealthy also circulate in neighborhoods like Soho and the meatpacking district, in search of unique pieces by independent designers, works of art, or clothes that haven't even made it onto the common racks yet. Stores like Bergdorf Goodman and Saks offer private fitting rooms, exclusive collections, and discreet entrances for VIP customers only. There are billionaires who receive entire wardrobes at home. The stylist assembles everything in the living room. The client chooses, and what's left goes back to the store without stress. And the prices? An afternoon of shopping can easily exceed 5 or 6 figures. $20,000 handbags, bespoke shoes, $100,000 Swiss watches, diamond earrings, haute couture dresses. It's all part of the casual uniform of New York's elite. Number 6. Ultra-exclusive wellness and beauty. When it comes to taking care of their bodies and minds, New York millionaires don't even skimp on collagen. There is an entire luxury industry dedicated to offering the most exclusive, modern, and inaccessible services to the rest of the world, starting with gyms. The Equinox chain, known for its luxury, has an even more restricted version, E by Equinox. This is a gym for selected members, where the annual fee is up to $26,000. Yes, the equivalent of the value of a popular car just to work out. The space is limited to very few members. The service is always individualized, with exclusive personal trainers, private Pilates studios, state-of-the-art equipment, and amenities such as cold-pressed juices, scented towels, and state-of-the-art lockers. And who trains there? Wall Street executives, artists, and entrepreneurs who don't want to share dumbbells or mirrors with anyone but their own reflection. In the world of spas and beauty clinics, the city offers the most exaggerated. The Amen Spa, inside the Amen Hotel in the heart of Manhattan, occupies 3 entire floors and offers experiences such as therapeutic pools, oriental baths, massages with exotic oils, and facial treatments with ingredients that are almost impossible to pronounce. A session there can easily cost $1,000. And the price goes even higher if the treatment involves 24-karat gold, caviar, pearl powder, or white truffle oil. And since you can never have too much exclusivity, many millionaires keep a wellness team just for themselves. A yoga teacher who shows up at 6 in the morning at the penthouse, a nutritionist who puts together a weekly menu with organic ingredients that have been traced, and even a wellness coach who monitors the client's sleep, stress levels, and even breathing. Number 7. Luxury transportation from helicopter to armored car. The classic New York scene, with yellow cabs speeding down the avenues, even works in the movies. But it has nothing to do with the routine of the city's billionaire elite. The super-rich have their own means of getting around, and often they literally fly over the traffic. Services like Blade offer helicopter flights and even seaplanes. With a simple click on the app, millionaires can book a direct flight from Manhattan to the Hamptons or JFK Airport. The journey, which would take almost an hour by car, takes just 8 minutes. And the price? between $800 and $1,000 per person for a shared flight. Now, if you want exclusivity, all you have to do is fork out around $3,000 and charter a helicopter all to yourself. Some pay $25,000 for the summer season and fly as often as they like. Others don't even need this kind of service. They have their own helicopters, with the right to land on private helipads or even on top of the building where they live or work. When the destination is further away, private jets come into play. New York is served by executive airports, such as Teterboro and Westchester, from where flights depart for Los Angeles, London, or any Caribbean island paradise. There are billionaires with quotas in programs like NetJets, paying hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to have a jet at their disposal. And there are those who prefer to buy their own aircraft, spending tens of millions of dollars and covering the annual costs of crew, hangar, fuel, and maintenance. That's more than $1 million a year. But it's not just in the air that ostentation dominates. On the ground, the cars are just as imposing. Many have private drivers at their disposal 24 hours a day. Models like the Mercedes S-Class, BMW 7 Series, or Rolls-Royce drive around the upscale neighborhoods with tinted windows as if they were an extension of the office. SUVs are also a hit, especially the Cadillac Escalade ESV, spacious and perfect for armored versions. There are tycoons who ride in convoys with 2 or 3 reinforced vehicles, each with security guards on board. A complete armored Cadillac can cost between $300,000 and $500,000, but it's worth every penny for the peace of mind. Inside these vehicles, the level of comfort is absurd. Soft leather, a fridge with champagne, a movie system, high-speed Wi-Fi, and personalized climate control. The driver knows every street in the city, every preference of the boss, from the ideal temperature of the car to the position of the seat and the route without the sun on your face. And there are the eccentrics too, of course. Some parade with Ferraris, Lamborghinis, or even Bugattis down the avenues. But with bumpy roads and a speed limit of around 50 kilometers per hour, these toys end up more on Instagram than on the road. Number 8. Personal staff, chef, stylist, security guard, all at your disposal. Being a billionaire in New York doesn't just mean living well and flying around in helicopters. It also means having a personal staff to take care of absolutely everything, as if life were a 5-star hotel, but private. These people literally have a whole team around them. One of the most common professionals is the private chef. Forget booking restaurants. The chef cooks at home with a tailor-made menu. From the 6 a.m. detox smoothie to the 6-course dinner for 20 guests, everything comes straight out of the penthouse's private kitchen, with high-standard ingredients and a presentation worthy of a Michelin restaurant. And the chef rarely works alone. He has an assistant, a sommelier, and even a waiter. And if the boss wants a specific dish in the early hours of the morning, someone else will take care of it. Another essential name is the private security guard, discreet, trained, and always nearby. Many of these professionals are ex-Secret Service agents or ex-military. They guard entrances, accompany appointments, and, in many cases, carry weapons, with a special license issued by the state. For the billionaire, they are a silent shadow that guarantees peace. The private chauffeur is also on this list, but he goes beyond just driving. They know their boss's habits, the city's shortcuts, and sometimes even organize the car according to the boss's preferences. And yes, there are those who have more than one driver in rotation, so as not to be left without cover, even at dawn. And if you have children, the team expands. Bilingual nannies, elite tutors, music and ballet teachers, and even educational advisors. There's a 5-year-old in New York learning Mandarin with a private tutor while taking an armored van to his fencing lesson. At the center of it all is the personal assistant, or in some cases, an entire team. They book doctors, buy tickets, solve problems with suppliers, secure VIP tickets, and handle the logistics of any of the boss's wishes. They are the operational brains of the millionaire's routine. As a result, the owner of the house lives in a world where everything is done. Clothes are ironed, the fridge is full, the apartment is clean, the suitcase is packed, and nothing is forgotten. The only worry is choosing which helicopter to use or where the next dinner is going to be. Maintaining this lifestyle requires much more than luxury. It requires structure, trustworthy people, and a good monthly check. Imagine the payroll, but for those with billions, it's worth every penny. Now we want to know from you, if you had a fortune to envy Wall Street, which of these extravagances would you go for? Tell us in the comments and tag that friend who loves a splurge, even if it's just to admire from afar. If you enjoyed exploring this hidden and absurdly luxurious side of New York, don't forget to subscribe here on Bello Mundo, activate the bell, and continue with us on our next trips to fascinating places and lifestyles that seem more like fiction. Thanks for your company and see you next time.